I know that you see somehow the world is going to change for me, and it's going to fucking suck. Welcome, everybody, to the Cool Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, as always, the Hash Brown Kid, and joining me today is King Gizzard himself, the king of the Dolphins, the man who I have known personally for 7 years. Whatever you say it in Spanish, Ray Dolphin. Ray, how you doing?
What's up, my guys?
And introducing his lizard wizard, it is Cactus, the prickly boy. Cactus. This new mixtape you have? It's not good.
Oh, damn it.
So, boys, it's been a week.
Yeah, a long week. Long week.
Has been, definitely. Madden 20 came out. It was my birthday yesterday. And for my birthday, I bought some terrible fucking beverages.
Oh boy.
Well, speaking of beverages, boys, what are we drinking tonight?
We got some White Claw.
Fuck yeah, White
What
Claw
flavor?
hard seltzer.
Yeah, I got black cherry.
Boys, are you shitting me?
No.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I also got a White Claw to drink this evening.
Well, look at that, White Claw.
Ring the fucking bell!
The official beverage of the Cool Wrestling
You may-
Podcast, not sponsored.
You may start raining again.
Nice. I'm glad I made it start raining.
Zeus is ringing the bell.
If only you played Blind Melons No Rain, maybe we would be in a different situation.
Enough of this talk. Let's crack open these White Claws and get talking about some wrestling. Alright, bottoms up, boys. Oh my god, that's horrible! Oh! I mean, I love it. It tastes so good.
Why does this exist?
Oh.
Am I the only one that actually kind of digs this?
Oh my god, I hate you.
Like, I don't mind. I'm not going to go out of my way to drink it, but
It's
I mean,
there.
it ain't bad.
It is.
Gluten-free.
It tastes like the Crew.
I've lost
So,
respect
like-
for you. Alright. What show are we going to start with, boys?
Before we start on any show, allow me, because boys, right here in my hands, I have the key to saving the first AEW main event. Okay?
Okay.
So, Chris Jericho has two mystery partners coming in. And I have searched far and I have searched wide trying to figure out who this is. The answer was simple. Morrison, Matthews, and Neva Perez. We're bringing back Eminem, baby.
Hell yeah.
I
Someone's got a tag. With,
Look, all I'm
Jericho.
saying is, I wouldn't believe it if it happened, and I'm the one that fucking thought of it.
Yeah. You need to write to Cody right now. Send him this podcast.
But I can only write to him in, like, lyrics from Kingdom. So adrenaline is in my bones. Oof, each, ouch, that hurt my bones. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with the last ever Defiant show in Built to Destroy 2019 with a main event of David Starr versus Rampage Brown, free on YouTube. Go to Defiant, support a dead company, because they closed their doors about a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Support their funeral by giving money to Defiant.
Yeah, so how do we all feel about that?
Oh, about
It
them
is
going
what
out
it
of
is.
business?
Yeah,
They
because apparently, according to every fucking smark on Twitter, British wrestling's dead.
Oh no.
the writing for Defiant has been on the wall since like 2018. It's kind of astounding to me that's lasted this long.
Yeah, I mean they lasted for what, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah,
I
I think
mean-
it started in 2017.
They were a wrestling company that relied on PayPal donations. I didn't think they would last too long.
I mean, not only that, but like, did you see who they brought in the beginning? Kurt Angle, Alberto El Patron, fucking Kushida. They brought in Takahashi, Hiromu Takahashi. They brought in fucking everybody. Michael Elgin. Like, this was not a British wrestling promotion to start off with. And only after What Culture decided to say, look, we're not going to support this anymore, did they decide to become an actual British wrestling company while still bringing in names like Austin Aries and Marty Scurll and fucking David Starr, who I do agree is more of a European wrestler than an American wrestler, but still. You know?
Yeah,
I mean, you look at their Killer's Row of Champions. You've had Damo, Connors, Galloway, and those guys were all signed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, it's not something that's kind of new popping out of the blue that, like, oh, fucking, they're closing the doors suddenly. Like, no. The writing's been on the walls because they banked way too heavily on these huge stars that they couldn't maintain once What Culture fucking imploded on itself.
Exactly. So, how did the last show of Defiant fare? We'll find out right now. As we start off with Chief Deputy Dunn with Los Federales Santos Jr. taking on HT Drake for the No Funna Championship.
I noticed right away, JT Drake came out with a shirt that said "Kill All Gimmicks," and then proceeded.
Drake.
HT Drake.
JT?
I'm not sure. HT Drake came out with a shirt that said "Kill All Gimmicks," and then he proceeded to bring out a trash can full of gimmicks.
I wouldn't call weapons gimmicks.
Some people do. I call them weapons, but like for the joke that I just said that you killed, I call them gimmicks.
Well, this was a No Funna hardcore match.
Yeah. Yeah.
That started out really slow.
It did.
That's gonna be the thing you're gonna find out for most of this episode, is that fucking every match started off so slow and only picked up in the end. Ray, what do you have in opinions?
Oh, about the show in general? I mean.
Oh no, the first match.
Oh, the first match. Well, let me see here.
Where the fuck have you been?
I don't know. I disappeared.
You just disappeared while we're talking about the first match, and I come back. Oh, the show? No,
He was lost in the claw.
match, you fucking moron.
He was lost in the claw.
Yeah, I
He
was
was
lost in the claw.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I downed that. I kind of
my
want to go
God.
grab another one.
You bought more than one?
I bought a 6-pack.
Oh my God, you savage. Well,
Yeah, I know, and I like it.
probably
So,
the first thing I noticed in this match wasn't even in the match. It was in the entrances. It was Santos, I believe his name is a fucking unit.
Los Federales Santos Jr.
He's absolutely fucking huge. Like, my lord, that man is a man and a half, if not two men.
My favorite match was him when he and Dick Justice took on each other.
Oh.
Oh God.
That's a lot of boy.
That's a lot of boy.
That's a lot of boy.
And
How could the
also,
ring contain them?
also that Drake, they mentioned that his Twitter handle is Drake_wrestler, as opposed to Drake_rapper, the famous Canadian rapper.
Look, all I'm saying is I enjoy the hip hops. I enjoy the hip, the hop, the hip, the hippie did it, don't stop, the bang bang, whip it, the boogie da up, chop the boogie da right. I don't know. All I know is I haven't eaten anything and I've just been downing alcohol. So
this is gonna be the worst podcast.
It
Now,
is.
That's saying something.
Yeah, it is. Poison Rana.
Yeah? 2 count?
I just wanted to say that. I just know it happened. I don't
Yeah.
remember who did it.
It was
'Cause
like
I watched this show like 2 days ago. We watched this show like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I remember that spot though. It was an awful forced Poison Rana. No Fun Dunn was on top of Santos' shoulders, and like I think he springboard lariated Dunn, so he forced Poison Rana Santos, and it looked awful.
Oh, that's why I put it down. Yeah, no, he just kind of landed on him.
Yeah,
He didn't even like get the Poison Rana. He just fucking landed on him.
yeah, because Santos can't do that.
No. Well, I mean, maybe. Who knows? I've seen people do stupid. Any other comments on the match?
Well, in this match, we saw just about every weapon used, and you can't even say they threw everything except the kitchen sink, because there was a kitchen sink used as a weapon in this match.
Uh,
And I believe
there was a really weird, bad-looking bump Santos took through a table.
Oh yeah, no, he got hit. Then he looked at the table, jumped through the table.
Yeah, he made the conscious decision to just jump through the table.
we
It was
had
his
my
time.
we had my favorite spot to use a staple gun with when Drake stapled Dunn in the balls, making me reminisce of the good old fashioned "my balls" spot.
My balls. Yeah. Okay. Any other comments?
No?
That's it for me.
All right. Match ended with a corkscrew senton for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I gave it a 67% and an A for effort, D for execution.
I gave it a 7.
They tried.
We're going. I give it a 74. I enjoyed it.
The spots
sure you
themselves, like if they did good, it looked like it'd be a pretty good match. But they messed up every single good spot that they could have done.
Yeah. I did like the ending spot though when Drake ripped off the no part of the no fun on the middle.
Yeah.
So it just said the fun championship. The hard... No, wait, okay. It was the hard fun championship. That's what it said. Hard fun championship. Last ever had hard fun champion. HT Drake. Kill all gimmicks. We move on to the next match as 1/3 of Lucky, spelled with 1 C, 2 Ks. Lucky Kid taking on man like Doris.
It's the
So we have a
classic
kid
match.
versus a man.
Let me
Yeah,
just
classic
point
match
out
between
how
man
this
and kid.
match was the match of stupid fucking names. I hate both of their names.
Okay, but how do you like Lucky Kid's wrestling?
It wasn't too bad, but I just... the names were ridiculous.
Yeah, no, man like Doris was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about this match, to be quite honest.
Oh! Well, I guess I do.
I have Doris not blocking or not ducking soon enough while dude was trying to leap over him. While Lucky Kid was trying to leap over him, so he just got a nice face full of nuts.
Or Doris going for a 450 and Lucky Kid rolls out of the way and Doris still jumps even though he had rolled before he jumped.
There was a crossface bonanza towards the end.
It's not a very good match.
Ending with the Lions Gate for the submission for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I gave it another 67.
I gave it a 50.
I gave it a 73. I liked it for what it was. I liked it.
It was what it was. It
Up
wasn't
next,
great.
we had the worst match of the night as Lizzie Styles takes on Lana Austin. The crowd's dead. The wrestlers aren't that into it. It was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was not a good match. It was not fun to watch, and neither the wrestlers nor the crowd seemed to really care.
Yeah. I do have a few talking points about this match though. Was Lizzie Styles wearing Chucks in this match?
Yes, she was. She was wearing calf-high Chucks. And take it from a person who wears Chucks all the time, that must have been the worst fucking decision she could have ever made.
Yeah.
Because I've worked out in Chucks before. I've ran in Chucks before. My feet have fucking burned like nobody's business.
It's horrible.
It's absolutely terrible.
We also had a spot where Lana Austin hit Lizzie Styles with a draping DDT off of a table to the hardwood floor, and the commentary jumped straight to a concussion comment. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, given that concussions are like a sensitive topic in general in sports and such.
I agree.
Yeah, they probably could have handled it better, but, you know, you got... Best case scenario, they were trying to sell the action. They were trying to sell the danger, which... Whatever.
I mean, if I could give Dave Bradshaw and James R. Kennedy any credit, they definitely know how to try and bring you into the action.
Yeah. The only real spot that, like, caught my eye during the entire match was when Lizzie Styles stole the ref's belt.
Oh
Your
yeah.
belt. Your belt. Then we had 3 knees for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this fucking match?
I gave it a 40.
45.
33. It was not good.
No, it was not.
In the slightest. Up next, we had the Internet Championship. As the prestigious one, the local hero, Joe Hendry, taking on Martin Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby attacked Joe Hendry during his entrance, which is a neat start.
I mean, it's always a good start when you're going for these kinds of, like, grudge matches.
Yeah. A couple good spots, deadlift suplexes, front face locks. Kirby got a sharpshooter ankle lock, which is, I think, the Lightning Lock Omega from...
It is the Lightning Lock Omega.
Yeah, from Mike Quackenbush's moveset.
Yeah.
And yeah, big lariat, ankle lock, and... Solid match. Solid match all around.
Ends with a Hendry lock for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I gave it a 76%.
I gave it a 60. I wasn't super into it, but it wasn't bad, you know?
Did somebody say 76%?
Yes.
Yes, the bell ringing, because I also gave it a 76. Man, this card has just really brought down all of my emotion.
Yeah, there's a
we
reason
probably
we
should have
chose.
started with this.
There's a reason. I said we shouldn't have let off with this show.
Up next, the South Coast connection of Ashley and Kelly taking on Benji and Visage. Visage, let me get that number.
Seriously, Visage is thick. Kelly and Ashley are good wrestlers, and Benji was hated by one of the commentary crew.
Oh yeah, they
So-
were just shitting on Benji the entire fucking match.
Yeah,
fuck
no,
Benji.
James R. Kennedy was. Fuck
Yeah.
Benji.
Benji, fuck you.
Visage had a very hungry bum.
Yes.
I'm glad someone brought it up.
That was the first note I had in the match. Was Visage's just cheeks eating her outfit.
Yeah, the what are they? The aerodynamic karate pants.
The aerodynamic karate pants.
Yeah, big bums gotta eat.
Yeah.
Big bums gotta eat. Big dog gotta eat.
There was a spot, or not early, but later on in the match, where Benji slowly ran up a ladder that was leaning on the corner of the ring to hit a crossbody. I'm not sure if that was meant to be a comedic spot, but I laughed my ass off for that spot.
I don't know, man. Anybody else notice that the ladders were like piss yellow?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah, the livers failed. They
Dehydrated
were.
piss yellow.
Yeah, the livers are failing. They had jaundice.
Ah, they all had jaundice.
Yeah, they could only afford the jaundice-sized ladders.
It was Ashley who attacked Visage when he said, if you don't have knees, you can't climb. I just liked him saying that to the crowd. Ashley took his shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything more to that? Because there is
No,
more
he
to
took
that.
his shirt off, man.
Yeah,
That's it.
He took his shirt off to deliver a superhuman rolling senton.
Oh! Ah! Fuck!
Yeah, he did let out a fuck this shit and proceeded to senton onto a ladder.
Benji climbed up the ladder, grabbed the belts for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I rated a 78%.
I gave it a 75.
Okay, Cactus, you're just fucking with me at this point.
I'm not.
Because I also rated it a 78.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you.
Well, ring the bell, I guess.
No bell. He's mad at me now.
Alright, there we
That's
go.
not a bell, that's a siren.
Fuck you! Up next, we had Nathan Cruz taking on Simon Miller in the first and hopefully last Ups and Downs match.
Yeah, I don't get where they got the ups from. This match was all downs for me. I did
Oh
not
my
enjoy this
God.
match.
You know what? Hold on. You deserved it for that one.
Thank you.
You deserved it. That was some good sports commentary right there.
Yeah. I'm glad they led off this match with the rules not making fucking sense.
So, allow me to explain the rules for you. There are no downs. There are only points. If you throw your opponent up over the ropes, you get a point. If you hold your opponent down for the 3 count, that's it. If you submit your opponent, you get nothing, you stupid fucking bitch. How dare you want things?
No, if you submit your opponent, you get schoolboys for a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, this match was a fucking mess.
It was. It was. Both guys were fine in the match, just the match itself sucked.
The only real positive I took home from this match was some real good heel work by Cruz towards the end of the match, where I believe he was up in points. There was a ref bump, and Cruz was just running around avoiding Simon Miller until the time elapsed, and he won the match.
Yeah. Simon Miller is surprisingly serviceable as a wrestler.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's really gotten a lot better since his first match and his first injury.
Yeah. And he's officially 0-1 in a match of his own creation.
Yeah, much like The Undertaker.
Yeah, it's the casket match rule.
So yeah, Nathan Cruz wins 3-2 for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I gave it a 65%.
I gave it a 55%.
I gave it a 67.
Also, I just want to point out that Miller, unlike Moose, needs to hit the jackhammer after the spear.
Oh yeah, spear, no jackhammer needed for the 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, Josh Matthews.
Okay, on to the main event.
On to the main event as we had... Hold on, I'm going to look up his nicknames real quick.
Oh boy. Here we go.
We had Rampage Brown taking on... Jesus fucking Christ. Hey, talk about something while I look this up.
Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler.
Okay, hold on. I found it. The Circumcised Savior. Your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. The most entertaining man in professional wrestling. The Bernie Sanders of professional wrestling. The 104-minute man. Mr. Americanrana. The main event. The physical embodiment of charisma. He's really good at Twitter. The cream in your coffee. Davey Wrestling. The Jewish Canon. The King of Taunts. The Product. David Starr. I said that in all the wrong order, but I don't give a shit, because, ladies and gentlemen, this match was actually the best match of the night.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed?
I feel like that's not
if you
saying
ignore
much,
the-
though.
Who would have guessed?
The completely batshit awful promo package before the match, where it focused on David Starr, and not at all on Rampage, because I guess, why have it look like the match is going to add all fucking matter?
Yeah, why focus on Rampage at all when you could just focus on the guy who's obviously winning the title?
Yeah, why focus on the champion, the current champion, when you can just focus on his challenger?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no. That kind of put like an immediate kind of on it.
Yeah, it did. But it was a very serviceable British-style wrestling match. Lots of holds, lots of selling.
Yeah.
That apron DDT looked fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal your joke and call it a...
No, you will not, because it was a regular David versus Goliath match.
Damn.
Fuck you! Jesus Christ. I was actually just about to say that until you decided to fucking rush me.
I'm sorry.
So the match ends in a disqualification. Rory Coyle comes out, causes the disqualification. Guys, what do you rate that match?
I gave it like a 75, It was fine,
I also gave it a 75.
DQ finish, kind of...
Well, the match immediately restarted after that, so fuck your ratings. As David Starr calls back in Rampage, the match restarts. Rampage goes for a clothesline. David Starr ducks, hits him with the title, hits him with that really weird fucking pile driver he does to where it looks like you can't protect yourself in the fucking slightest. For the 1, 2, 3, gentlemen, what do you rate the final match?
I just want to say, like, David Starr used some weird Jedi mind trick to get the match restarted, because literally the proposition he gave was, hey, you could win this way, or you could, like, have a no DQ match and maybe lose.
Right.
And it's like, huh, that sounds stupid of me to do that, but fine, whatever. I give it 80%.
I give it an 83. Ray?
Oh, I still gave it a 75.
Oh.
That was my legitimate score. I wasn't in on your little joke there, so I gave my legitimate score.
Open your goddamn ears next time.
See, this is why you need to watch
Smack.
with us instead of by yourself.
No, you.
Smack.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you give the cool rating, Cactus?
You almost always forget that. I gave it a 1 foot in the grave percent, because you could tell the fucking, you could tell it's dying.
Ooh, I wouldn't have given it any other rating. Up next, we had GCW's Beg for Mercy, which after this card, goddamn, it had me begging for mercy. Well, it is whining, it is moaning, and it is gnashing its teeth. It's GCW returning to the House of Independence in New Jersey. Which, by the way, fuck Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Fuck Asbury, the crowd was fucking awful the entire match. Like, goddamn.
Fucking atrocious. We start off the card with, Cactus.
You fucking want a different boy!
Thank you. Taking on the LGBT superstar, Jake Atlas.
Fuck Vessel Circus.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
fuck the circus.
I'm not sure what caused it, but yeah, we had a fuck,
because they
fuck
cancel-
Wrestle Circus chant.
They canceled the final show and did not compensate Jake Atlas to return home. So he was stuck.
Well,
So
shit.
GCW had to pay for him to return home.
Fuck Wrestle Circus, man.
Yeah, fuck Wrestle Circus, which, by the way, Wrestle Circus is dead. They're not coming back anymore. The owners have said it. They're not coming back.
Good.
At all.
Good, fuck them.
So Wrestle Circus is dead. Finally. Thank you.
I'm sure NXT UK also killed them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So the early portion of this match was really sloppy. I don't know if anyone else felt that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Jimmy Lloyd, I love Jimmy Lloyd. Cactus loves Jimmy Lloyd. But he's a deathmatch wrestler. He excels in hurting himself. He's a very serviceable wrestler. But
That's it.
it's better when he's being slammed into shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Jake Atlas was doing all these cool high spots and being super athletic, and Jimmy missed an enziguri.
Yeah.
He flopped on the ground after he missed an enziguri, and that just kind of summed up the whole first part of this match for me.
Yeah, no, Jimmy Lloyd, like, he's a deathmatch wrestler, so he's not the fastest in the world, and Jake Atlas is super goddamn fast, so it's hard for him to keep up.
Yeah, it was a meshing of styles that didn't necessarily work very well.
Yeah, it's sort of gelled together near the end, but like in the beginning, it was awful.
Oh yeah, no, the match definitely picked up towards the end. Like Jake Atlas hit this amazing looking ace crusher that I really popped for. I thought it was real good. Jimmy sold real good on it.
Yeah, that's actually on our Sell of the Year list.
There was a Death Valley Driver kick moonsault. I don't know what that means. Oh, never mind. Dream Valley Driver. That Jake Atlas hit a kick and a moonsault afterwards. Jimmy Lloyd always pulls out that 450 DDT. Or not that 450 DDT. I don't know why I keep calling it that. That fucking flip DDT. The Drago DDT. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Okay. Dunn dropped him on his dome, was the line of the commentary said. And the match ends with an LGB DDT for the 1, 2, 3. That was a great rhyme. I'm not going to lie to you. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I give it a solid 80.
Honestly, I gave it a 65. But I think had the beginning not been so sloppy, this could have easily been a 75 to an 80 match for me.
And I gave it a 78.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a fun match.
Up next, Marco Stunt was gonna die as Marco Stunt takes on the Dirty Daddy, the Filthy Father, the Belligerent something. I don't know.
Batushka. Belligerent
the
Batushka.
Belligerent Batushka.
Chris Dickinson.
The grimy Guardian.
Yeah,
the grimy parental guardian.
The grimy legal guardian, Chris Dickinson. Oh boy. All right. Chris Dickinson and Marco Stunt had a match that I don't know.
I'll be honest. I only wanted to see the match to see Marco get hit with the Pazuzu bomb.
It was a regular David versus Goliath match.
I hope you fucking die. Marco Stunt is a good sell. That is a note I wrote. Bryce Remsburg on commentary. Distracting as shit.
He's got like a higher lispy-ish voice, but I didn't mind it. I like Bryce. Yeah, that just might have been the thing where it's like
Marco
I'm just
got his
predisposed to like him.
Marco got his ass beat for a majority of this match, but then eventually got some offense in with a chair. That was pretty good. Towards the finish, as it was happening, there was one fan, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but he screamed no, like comically loud and comically long. Like as if like he was watching someone he truly loved about to die.
We all love Marco Stunt. You opening another White Claw there?
Oh my god.
No, I'm actually opening an Upslope Brewing Company from Boulder, Colorado, craft lager. Bright, fresh, and easy.
It just turned noon over there. What the fuck's your problem?
I am an alcoholic!
Day
Look before it.
drinking!
You can day drink all you want.
Woo! Alright, yeah. It ends with the Pazuzu bomb for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match? It's got a very nutty taste. It's like someone just stuck their fucking nuts in my mouth.
Anyway, ratings.
I don't know what to say about it. 82%.
I gave it a 70.
Give it an 81. Speaking of nuts in my mouth, have you guys ever had Labatt Blue?
No.
Labatt Blue is a Canadian beer, which the first time I had it, it was a $2 draft. It was during the CHL fucking finals. So they're like, here you go, Labatt Blue, $2. Yeah, fuck it, I'll have a fucking draft beer for $2, whatever. I take the first sip. It tastes like almonds. Like I'm legitimately just eating or just drinking liquefied almonds. It doesn't taste like a beer. If you guys ever find it in your local liquor store, I'd highly suggest you like try and see if you can sneak one bottle because it is an experience. You need to try.
But there goes Hash advocating shoplifting again.
Did I say my rating?
No.
I gave it an 81. Up next, we had Kyle the fucking Beast, taking on Timothy. So Kyle and Timothy had a match. Timothy Thatcher. Fuck Marty Jannetty.
Yeah. Why'd you say that?
Commentary brought up Marty Jannetty.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, Bryce Remsburg said something about Marty Jannetty, so I decided to write down fuck Marty Jannetty. Which, by the way, I'm glad you're having a bad time. Alright? Fuck you. You worthless piece of shit.
I literally only have 2 notes about this match, and one of them is just the 2 words, big men.
I put KTB as kind of a gatekeeper in GCW, which he is. I mean, every time they bring someone new into an actual GCW show, they're always taking on Kyle. Kyle's a very serviceable hand, never going to be a champion. I like the Fujiwara armbar. I was hoping for a disarm her out of nowhere.
Did you know that KTB was a former GCW champion?
I don't believe it.
I'm pretty sure he's the person Nick Gage beat to get that championship.
Well, they really made just some very terrible decisions in their time as a company.
So Kyle was billed as from the woods.
Yeah, he's from the woods. He's the beast.
Is he homeless?
No, he's just from the woods.
Yeah, he lives in the woods. He's homeless.
Yeah, he's like the Unabomber.
Yeah, or at least the Unabomber had a house in the woods.
Yeah, they didn't say he doesn't have a house. He just
They build him as from the woods. He's homeless. Anyway.
Okay.
He has a shitty tattoo. He has a... No, you will not let me... Or you will let me talk about his shitty fucking tattoo.
I'm not going to let you talk about the smiley tattoo.
He has a shitty fucking smiley face tattoo with arms on the side of it that look like the fucking anchor arms from SpongeBob.
Anchor arms!
The giant-ass fake inflatable arms you put on to make yourself look tough. It looked fucking stupid. That's a horrible tattoo.
Breathe it into the anchor arms. You got huge fucking arms, kid. You're gonna be a contender, kid. Yeah, peace salt for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I gave it a 60.
Gave it a 65.
I gave it a 70.
Don't you look stupid.
Increments of 5!
Absolute moron.
Up next, we had the greatest tag team in the world of Kikutaro and Sanchez taking on Nate Webb.
Kikutaro and Sanchez, or as I like to call him, Beauty and the Beast.
Which one's Beauty?
Kikutaro,
Yes.
of course. The one wearing the devil mask is the Beast. Duh.
Sanchez gave the best fucking promo I have ever heard.
How's
We're
that
gonna
like
rip them to shreds, we're gonna tear out their souls and suck them through a straw. Right, Kikutaro? Indeed. We're gonna tear them all apart and we're gonna end their fucking lives. Right, Kikutaro? Yes. That was the entire fucking promo, pretty much. Sanchez going on his demonic chants because he's a part of Team Pazuzu with EYFBO and Chris Dickinson. And I think Jaka.
And so they're sitting there talking about they want a challenge, they want to fight somebody. Who's going to come out? And then all of a sudden, Wheatus starts playing.
I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Anytime you hear Wheatus, you're going to have a good time.
I'm having a great time. Yeah, so they beat the shit out of Nate Webb for a good portion of this match.
Yeah. There's even a point where Sanchez has Nate Webb down for a pin. It's obviously a 2 count, and Kikutaro tries to convince the ref that, in fact, no, that was a 70 count. The match should have been over a long time ago. And Sanchez has to explain to the ref that Kikutaro can't count in English. That's why he said that.
Yeah, Bryce Ramsberg, I think was the ref, yelled back, I know, I could see that, or something.
Kikutaro got his fingers right up Nate Webb's asshole.
Yeah. He just
And
fingered
gave
the
everybody
shit out
a
of him.
sniff. Everybody got a sniff.
And they all died. Everyone
Oh, wait.
died.
Hold on. Music started playing. Who's that other than Monkey fucking Claw himself? Dustin Thomas. He walks like a fucking gorilla.
Yes, so we
I'm
have
sorry. I get he has no legs, but he walks like a fucking gorilla.
So now in this match we have a fucking Satanist, fucking whatever Kikutaro is, a teenage dirtbag, and a fucking paraplegic. I was so ready.
I wanna know. Can you show me? I wanna know all the strangers like me. Phil Collins, everybody. Dustin Thomas, no legs, the man with no legs, wins. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
Did you not get how you won?
With a 450, of course.
There you go.
How else will you win?
A super kick?
That's low-hanging fruit, Cactus.
Yeah, everybody knows it was a Superman punch.
Okay. Ooh,
He just fucking walks around whoop, with his fucking fingers, all his finger strike, jumps up and fucking just Superman punches fucking Sanchez. It was a 450 for the 1, 2, 3. Everybody shook hands. Everybody's friends. I want a man's wrestling. I want my opponents to to cause concussions. I don't want health care. I want to die by the age of 42. Fuck you, Rory Coyle. I get what you're trying to go with, but it wasn't good. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
Are you okay? Did you just like fucking sip through a different dimension?
I am through the second dimension.
I gave it the only rating I could give this match, a 69.
Oh, I gave it an 85, and this is truly a contender for meme match of the year for me.
Well, he just doesn't go by the meme ratings, because I also gave it a 69.
Oh, fine. Fuck. Make it a 69. Whatever. I give it a high rating because I like the match.
No, you gave it an 85.
Go fuck yourself.
You gave it an 85. Fuck you. Already off to a great start. Up next, we had Different Ways, Matt Tremont versus nearly punctured kidney Eric Ryan versus Mike Quackenbush trained G-Raver versus El Schlacko Schlack.
The commentary were very weird about Schlack, talking about how he loves crack and shitholes and how he mixes voids with PCP.
Yeah, just injected that straight into his ass.
Yeah, I do not know why they had such a big problem with Schlack.
There was some good gusset plate action.
Yeah, we started off with a gusset plate spot. When
weren't there 4 different doors on each corner of the ring? One had like gusset plates, the other one had barbed wire.
The other had forks.
One had forks, and the other one was just a door.
Yeah, yeah, and we started with with Schlack. Who did he was Tremont? I
want to say Tremont.
Yeah, he speared Matt Tremont through the gusset plate door, just to start the match.
Did you also catch the Fork Night chant?
I didn't. And now I'm happy I didn't.
Yeah, I was the only one that caught it because everyone was being stabbed with forks. Up next,
you can't see that I just lowered the rating about 3 points.
You gotta be forking kidding me, because there were just a lot of fork spots.
Yeah,
I hate you and your fucking puns.
Everyone's stabbing the shit out of each other with forks.
Gentlemen, Eric Ryan fucking died.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
He legitimately almost fucking died. So Schlack choke slams Eric Ryan onto a grocery cart, right? But it gets him in the back in his back and punctures him about 1/4 of an inch away from a kidney puncture. So Eric Ryan could have died on Beg for Mercy.
He's got 2 kidneys. He'll live.
Yeah. I think there was a spot where Matt Tremont got a fork stuck in his forehead, and then G-Raver fucking headbutts it. That was brutal.
It's hard to believe Mike Quackenbush trained G-Raver, because G-Raver is different caliber.
You know there's people actually out there that doesn't like Mike Quackenbush.
Jim Cornette. Fucking pencil neck geek bitch. Jim Cornette, I dare you to fight me in a Dairy Queen parking lot. I will force feed you that double cheese, double meat cheeseburger, you fucking prick.
I will make you apologize to the staff there for being such a dick to them that one time on video.
And then I'll probably start another fight with Joey Janela.
Yeah, then I'll get an ice cream cone. Go home.
The match ended with a powerbomb onto the cart for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I give it a solid 87.
I gave it an 80.
I gave it an 85. Up next, we had the 5-way fuckfest between Teddy Hart, Alex Zane, Grim Reaper, Colby Corino, and Jordan Oliver.
I'm not sure if somebody bailed out Colby Corino, but he legitimately gave alcohol to a minor.
Yeah. The fans started chanting underage when Jordan Oliver drank the alcohol. I wasn't sure if Jordan Oliver was actually underage.
He's 20.
Oh. We witnessed a crime, ladies and gentlemen.
Teddy Hart's still Teddy Hart. He does so many things that confuse me. Like how he's able to keep the same non-caring expression through every cool spot he does.
this match actually, you guys, everybody out there needs to see it for themselves because Teddy Hart actually showing emotion at one point.
He was so fucking happy Alex Zane did that leaping from the ring senton.
He was stunned. He
Like,
showed
it
surprise.
was a fucking cool spot. Alex Zane is a really fucking unique high flyer. I want to see him in the next Cruiserweight Classic.
Me too. I am a
I'd love
huge
to
fan
see
of
that.
Alex Zane.
Grim Reaper, decent high flyer. Terrible name, terrible look, decent high flyer.
There's one spot where Colby Carino had a sharpshooter on Teddy Hart, and Zane tried to put a last chancery on him, and it just looked stupid.
Yeah, there was a spiral tap from Alex Zane. There was a cutthroat driver from Alex Zane. And Alex Zane hit the 630 for the 1-2-3. This definitely was Alex Zane's, like, here you go, here's your victory. You know?
Yeah, his coming out party.
630 for the 1-2-3, gentlemen. What do you rate this match?
I give it an 89%.
Oh shit! I gave it a 65.
I gave it an 88. See, I get why you rated it a 65. You're not a fan of multi-man matches like
Yes,
this.
I'm not. It's very hard to keep my attention in a multi-man match. I'm sure had
there's
this
so
been a
much shit going
had this been a one-on-one match with almost anyone in this match against each other, it would have been 70 plus. All the men in this match are good. Even the Grim Reaper can put on a good match. It would have been a lot better with less men. It was still good. 65 is a good rating for me for a multi-man match.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. Teddy Hart cut a great promo afterwards about how Alex Zane is pretty much the future of professional wrestling. I agree with it. Especially with this new modern style of big spots, really, to kind of capture the crowd's attention. Alex Zane, especially being able to do like a 630 from the ring to the ground through a table without hurting himself at all, without touching the ropes at all. Alex Zane has a huge future in professional wrestling, and I would not mind seeing him in Impact. Because I really feel like Impact needs someone like him for their X division.
Yeah.
Up next, we had Shane Mercer versus Daisuke Sekimoto. Thrice slamming.
We had this match without commentary, and I think that really added to the whole atmosphere of the match.
It did. It was a very time stood still kind of match that they wanted you to feel. They cut the commentary out. They cut everything out. All you could hear were the fans. Daisuke Sekimoto and fucking Shane Mercer doing whatever he does.
I'll be honest with you.
Slamming.
Up front, I have zero notes for this match. I was so enthralled. I was sitting there watching, so focused. I did not have time to stop and write down any notes. I absolutely fucking loved this match. And therefore can't really say anything about it because I have no notes.
There was a chop bonanza. They had a scream off. Shane Mercer hit the moonsault slam, and it ends when Daisuke Sekimoto hits the longest sharpshooter I have ever seen, and the best sharpshooter I've seen in years. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I give it a 90.
I gave it a 95.
You just like to make me feel stupid, don't you two?
Yes.
I give it an 86.
Oof.
Ooh.
Wow.
It didn't even break the 90 for me.
Ooh.
Crazy.
But that, I mean, if I went back and watched the match, I'm sure I'd change the rating to at least a 90. But I was still thinking about the last Daisuke Sekimoto match I watched, and there was no way I could even rate it close to that match.
Yeah, that's fair, but still, it was just a great match on its
Up
own.
next, Kyle the fucking Beast comes out, and he's like, yeah, I want to fight you. And Daisuke Sekimoto is like, I don't speak English. Oh no, that was Shane Mercer who said that. Shane Mercer said, hey man, you're the only one that beat me, congratulations. Which Daisuke Sekimoto said, I don't speak English. And then Kyle comes out, And Kyle's like, I want to face you. I'm Kyle. I'm going to face you. And Daisuke went to respond with, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. In Japan.
Yeah, which is weird because he, as I know it, he doesn't speak English. So he must have just felt compelled to say that no matter what KTB was going to say.
Hey, man, I respect you a lot. I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
That's the only thing he knows in English. He knows two phrases. I don't know how to speak English. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. The only two phrases he needs to know.
Up next, we had Blake Christian taking on Tony Deppen.
Let me start our coverage of this match by saying Blake Christian is a fucking rising star, and he is one of my favorite wrestlers now. I fucking love this guy.
You just like the garlic knot spot.
No,
I mean,
no,
it definitely,
okay.
it
No,
definitely had some off-the-wall action.
Shut the fuck up. The garlic knot spot in this match was not nearly as good as it was in the KTB match, but everything else was fucking amazing.
This is the match where I realized I fucking hate Asbury Park.
Yeah.
I did not really watch the match. I made a meme instead.
Yeah, no, Asbury Park fucking sucks.
The crowd really took me out of the entire match, so my rating is going to be entirely different from both of yours. Blake Christian wins for the 1-2-3. What do you rate the match?
I give it 80%.
I give this a 95.
I gave it a 70.
Wow.
Well, 3 different planes of existence.
Take that much away for the crowd.
No, I did not pay attention to the match.
Oh.
I made a meme instead because the crowd distracted me so much from the match. I decided I'm going to make a joke about Asbury Park instead.
You missed an amazing match. Like when
I wouldn't call it that.
It was
a fun match.
It was a match you liked, but Cactus gave it an 85.
Okay.
I gave it an 80, not 85.
He gave it an 80. You just were really into the match because you liked Blake Christian. I get it. It's awesome. You're awesome. We're moving on to the main event of the evening as freshly sleeved Orange Cassidy takes on the King, Nick fucking Gage, which didn't get an introduction. Because he screwed Lowlife Louie out of a title match at 5150.
Yes, you make a man bleed one time, he starts catching feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. Dewey Donovan came back, and god damn it, I missed how much I hated him. I gotta slap my leg.
Your rage for Dewey Donovan distracted you from your rage from Asbury Park.
Yeah, it did. It did, because god damn it. Look at Dewey Donovan. Dewey Donovan is a fucking geek. Like there gets to a point where I feel like I can kick his ass. He's a perfect heel. I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Anybody have any notes for the match before I go into the finish?
Oh, okay, yes, I do have a few.
Orange Cassidy got his hands stapled into his pockets.
Yeah, Nick Gage just didn't give two fucks about Orange Cassidy's whole shtick. Orange Cassidy went for the lackluster kicks at the beginning of the match, and Nick Gage just beat the shit out of him. Most people would sit there and be confused taking it, and Nick Gage did not give a fuck.
I mean, this is exactly how I pictured this match to go. You know, Orange Cassidy trying to do his offense, and Nick Gage being Nick Gage.
Yeah, this is probably the most serious match I've ever seen from Orange Cassidy.
Definitely.
Yeah. It was fun. You all going to the finish?
3 choke breakers ended this match.
Yep. I gave it a 76%.
I gave it an 88.
Gave it an 82. Alright, what's the cool rating for this? Cactus, you fucking sack of garbage.
I gave it an entertaining filler episode %. It didn't feel important, but I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad it was there.
Alright. Up next, we have our main event of an evening. The 5-hour-long show known as Americanrana 2019.
Indeed. It happened.
You want me to start?
Please.
Alright. Up first, we had the Beaver Boys imploding. as John Silver, current CZW heavyweight champion, taking on Alex Reynolds.
Yes. John Silver's hat.
Oh, you're walking down the alley at 4:00 in the morning and you see him. What do you do?
His hat was very weird. It was like, I think it was like, it was supposed to be like an American thing, but it looked like the French flag because it was just red, white, and blue, and it was a big ass cowboy hat.
Does anyone have any knowledge on why he is called the Meat Man?
Look at him.
Did you look at him?
Look at him.
That's why
He's the Meat Man.
He's meaty.
He's the Meat
Man. Look at him.
Meat machine. All right. That was the first time that's ever going to happen. This was a very solid opener.
Yeah, it was extremely solid. John Silver is pretty great. Alex Reynolds was a very, very serviceable heel.
But he felt like he was missing something, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
There was a nice sequence during the match where Silver gorilla pressed Reynolds, and then lawn darted him. He gorilla pressed him, and then lawn darted him in the corner, and then hit him with a face wash, and then a brainbuster. It was very, very fast. It all happened very fast, and it looked really good.
It's a good thing he's the current CZW heavyweight champion. Middle rope spots look kind of gross.
Yeah.
Like, just in general. Why? Why does that happen?
I have no idea.
I think it's because, like, it seems like it's less workable than, like, a top rope spot.
There was a spot in this match where Reynolds reversed a brainbuster into a stunner. That was a really good spot.
Oh, you mean the Stun Dog Millionaire?
Yeah. Yes. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Because Mandrews made the move.
That's a great name.
It's not.
That's a great name.
Some fucking jagoff comes into the match and throws Alex Reynolds a roll of quarters, which then he punches John Silver with them.
For the 1, 2, 3.
For the 1, 2, 3, you can count to 100. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I gave it an 89%.
I gave it a 75. The ending really, really took me out of it.
An 89?
I really enjoyed it.
Okay, I gave it an 80. Jesus Christ.
I look at opening matches differently than the rest of the card, because the opening match has to enthrall me. The opening match it's like the opening paragraph to a novel. It's got to catch your eye.
Well,
so it's simultaneously hard to work it, and also leaves a bigger impression on me.
I see. Well, we're gonna skip real quick to the next match. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there. As we have Bear Bronson and Bear Beefcake taking on Angel Ortiz and Mike Drastic, collectively known as Entertain Your Fucking Balls Off, EYFBO.
Kick, swivel, kick, swivel, kick, swivel.
Angel
kick,
Ortiz is
swivel,
he's a national
kick,
treasure.
Swivel.
He really is.
Kick, swivel,
especially the spot
kick,
where he refused to lock
swivel,
up with
kick,
I believe it was
swivel.
I'm not gonna lock up with you. I know how this goes. You're gonna push me away. You're gonna overpower me.
Swivel, kick, swivel.
Punch his dick.
Swivel.
Ah, yes, calling for Beefcake's dick to be punched.
I was thoroughly entertained.
Subsequently leading to a punch his dick chant.
Bear Beefcake? More like Bear Thick Cake.
You know what I don't understand? How does grabbing the rope make a submission more effective?
Leverage.
Okay, so you put your hand on the rope, automatically it's more painful?
No, because, see, he was pulling on the rope. He was pulling himself up on the rope.
I'm not buying it.
And is what he should have done. I don't fucking know. It's how it works, dumbass.
Oh, I'm not buying it.
There was and then the super splash by Bear Country. Was it on to Drastic or Ortiz?
I didn't catch who was on, actually.
All right, well, whoever it was on for the 1, 2, 3. What do you rate the match?
Oh, it was on to... I think it was on to Drastic, because Ortiz almost broke it up.
All right, so it was on to Mike Drastic for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate the match?
I gave it an 86%.
88.
Hey, Ray.
Yes.
Ring the fucking bell! I also gave it an 88. This is the first time Ray and I have ever been the same on a match.
You'll be the last, I promise.
2 episodes.
It's gonna be the last.
I hope not. Up next, we had Cold Steel Chuck O'Neil taking on Wheeler Yuta, fresh off his return from the WXW tour in Germany.
Chuck O'Neil looks like
sucked.
looks like the last person I would have expected to come out to a Childish Gambino song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was caught. I was caught off guard when this motherfucker walks out down the little ramp area they had, coming out to fucking Bonfire by Childish Gambino.
But it's Cold Steel.
Yeah, okay.
Chuck O'Neil.
That doesn't change shit.
There was a fried Takayama spot in the very beginning. You all know what that is?
Judging by the silence, I would say no.
Cactus?
He
took a sip from that White Claw. I heard it. I heard you. You're drinking White Claw.
Shut up.
So the fried Takayama spot happened in Pride whatever as... I forget his first name, but Takayama took on the Predator Don Fry, and Takayama never really won a mixed martial arts match. This was back during the days of Inokiism, back when Antonio Inoki nearly killed New Japan Pro Wrestling. Don Fry and Takayama just fucking ran up to each other, grabbed each other by the back of the head, and just started punching their heads. Just started punching the shit out of each other's heads. Takayama is now in the hospital, I believe due to concussion-related issues. Wonder what happened? Anybody have any comments for this match before I go into the finish?
Well, my comment is specifically regarding the finish.
Okay. So I'll let you talk about that after. Cactus, you got anything?
No, I have absolutely nothing for this match, to be honest.
Okay, so the match ends with a referee stoppage for the 1, 2, 3 as Cold Steel Chuck O'Neil wins. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
I gave it a 77.
60.
I gave it a 73.
Okay.
All right, so Ray, you want to talk about that spot?
So I am not a fan of referee stoppage matches in wrestling. Okay, I get it. They're going for an MMA type stop because Chuck O'Neil is a former mixed martial artist. I do not like them in wrestling. This is fucking professional wrestling, not the UFC. There is no need to have a match end because someone is punching someone in the head so much that the ref goes, "Hey, that guy's unconscious," end the match. We don't need that. Like, what the fuck?
That's a very bad opinion you have there.
I mean, I get why he has that opinion, and I'm not going to say I agree with it, because I really don't. But I see where he's coming from, at least. I personally don't mind it. I like the whole shoot feel with characters that are supposed to have the shoot style, you know? Oh, shit, he beat the man unconscious, so the ref's going to end the match. Oh, that's cool. That's almost like a shoot kind of thing. It's a difference between suspending my belief and actually doing it. It's why I like Bloodsport so much, because it blurs the line between shoot and kayfabe.
I like the match better for that, to be quite honest. I think it improved the match because that's something you rarely see. That's something you never really see, and, like, what's the alternative? Really, like, if you're gonna do a spot similar to that, what's the alternative? Just have the person just continue to punch it and then get a pin? That'd be stupid.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be wrestling.
It would be wrestling, but wrestling is whatever you make it.
Any final comments?
No.
All right, we move on to the next match, which is an 11-way ladder match for the Feast Championship as we have the defending champion Cheeseburger taking on Puff, taking on Solo Darling, taking on Anthony Green, taking on Swoggle, taking on Kikutaro, taking on the Sauce Alex Zane, taking on Christian Casanova, taking on Ken Doan, and taking on Marco Stunt.
There were so many people in this match that I actually have notes regarding just the entrances alone. And I'm going to go over. I'm about to go over those. Nothing really special for Cheeseburger. It's Cheeseburger. Puff weighs about 69 stone. Nice. Solo Darling brought a pupper. Fuck Johnny Cockstrong.
Who?
Johnny Cockstrong.
I don't have him in my notes. Who is that? I don't think he wrestled. I think he's a
You
figment
called
of
his
our
name
imagination.
out, you liar.
I didn't. You could
did.
rewind it back when you're listening to this podcast. I never once said that man's name, and I'm not going to say that man's name. That man is winning my least favorite wrestler of the year award, and I'm still not going to say his fucking name.
And to continue, I know nothing about Anthony Green or his honeys, but I love both of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Retro AG.
it's Swoggle. That's cool, I guess. Fuck yeah, Kikutaro. Alex Zane weighs 700 Supreme Tacos, and I went and I looked this up. It took forever. 700 Supreme Tacos weighs approximately 179 pounds. I don't know why I looked this up, but I did. Christian Casanova looks like a mega Chad. Oh shit, it's Ken Doan. That's cool, I guess. Marco Stunt is also in this match. That's cool, I guess. And that is the end of my entrance notes.
Did you happen to look up how much 69 stone is?
No.
It is 966 pounds.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Puff, what are you doing?
Oh, Puff.
Fucking Christ. There was a cannonball spot. Kikutaro's foot fetish. And he just kept staring at Solo Darling's ass. That was a good spot.
Kikutaro is
Kikutaro's a sexual predator.
he's a national fucking treasure, okay? God bless Kikutaro.
I felt bad for Solo Darling in the beginning, because not only did she get ogled by Kikutaro, but she also took a dick shot from Johnny Cockstrong right to the face.
Yes.
Johnny Cockstrong.
And, Johnny Cockstrong's cock-based, offense was interesting, to say the least. Like, he put Alex Zane's head in his pants and then hit him with a pile driver.
It was the fucking worst. I have been watching wrestling for 20 years. And that is the worst fucking gimmick I have ever seen.
Oh, so the thing you forgot, I think this happened on this show from Johnny Cockstrong's entrance, is that his dick glow stick fell out of its pouch.
Oh, yes. He came out with a marital aid attached to himself.
Yeah. So he had to pick it up and put it back in his pants. It was kind of funny.
There was a Calgary crab.
Yeah.
There was
Bryce Remsburg white knighting for Solo Darling.
there was a lot of dildos.
There was Cheeseburger gorilla pressing, probably the only person that Cheeseburger can actually gorilla press, Marco Stunt.
He was struggling so hard.
That was a great spot. That spot should go down in the annals of history as a Hall of Fame worthy spot.
Johnny Cockstrong pulled out a fucking dildo and used it as a weapon.
Yeah. There was a fat man chases small man spot from Puff and on Swoggle.
And the ultimate spot of this entire match.
You just got nay-nayed.
Wow.
I stole your thunder.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it.
No,
Oh, I stole it from him.
it happened.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, vote for me as heel of the year. On the only cool vote you actually get to vote on. Everything else is ours.
Puff cocked back and absolutely nay-nayed the shit out of Christian Casanova.
It was pretty sweet. There was a 360 onto a ladder onto Marco Stunt from Alex Zane.
6:30.
630. Did I say 360?
Yes.
360 no scope splash.
What do you mean? A 360 would just be like a front flip foot stomp, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or you just like if you corkscrew it, be just a stupid looking dive.
Solo Darling wins.
Yeah.
for the 1, 2, 3.
Grabs the title for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match?
Gave it a 93.
85.
87. Talk about a... Alright, I gotta talk about a hype package real quick. The Nick Gage, Brian Alvarez fucking hype package was some of the best hype package work I have ever seen. Starts off with Brian Alvarez and Tom Lawler talking shit about the nerd in Nerder Death Kill. And he ain't got no friends. He can't beat us. What is he gonna do? Who is he gonna get? And fucking Nick Gage's music starts playing. And Nick Gage, then Brian Alvarez and Tom Lawler proceed to freak out because I didn't agree to a match against Nick Gage. I agreed to a match against Thomas Santel. And that's the hype package. Brian Zane well, I do agree that Brian Zane does act like a pussy from time to time. I was talking about Brian Alvarez, my own brain.
Yes, if you're a wrestling personality on the internet, we hate you.
Yes, we do.
Every single one of you.
Looking at you, Dan Nerd Cubed.
Damn.
Really? Not even a comment about that, Ray? I made that joke specifically for you.
Let's get on to this next fucking match already. Josh Briggs versus Johnny Foxwoods or whatever the fuck his name is.
I don't want to get on this match.
You are angry right now. Why is that?
So he had multiple names.
We'll talk about the match in a bit. Why are you angry right now?
Well,
You know we're here for you,
You
right?
stole my fucking bit.
I did.
Yes.
I did. And no matter how many times I would apologize to you, you wouldn't care anyway.
All right.
So it's a point we move on as professionals and bury the hatchet. So Ray, I'm
This match
extending my
sucked.
hand out to you. Let the mega powers combine again.
No.
This match
All right,
did
Cactus,
suck,
the
didn't
ultimate maniacs live on. Fuck the mega powers. This match was fucking stupid. There was a dick kick pin for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate the match?
Gave it a 70.
I gave it a 65.
I will give it a 68.
Splitting the middle.
Up next, we had the worst fucking match of the night as the Rock and Roll Express take on the Butcher and the Blade for no fault. No fault of the Butcher and the Blade Zone. Rock and Roll Express. You've been wrestling since the fucking 70s, dudes. Retire, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, I love the Butcher and Blade so much, and it pains me to not like a match of their caliber this much. To hate this match this much. Because it just wasn't a good match. I saw the Rock and Roll Express have a pretty solid match against EYFBO earlier this year, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
The issue is that they're not compatible.
Yeah.
See, because the Butcher and the Blade, although a great tag team, not flippy, not sell-y. You know what I'm saying?
They're a Haas team.
Yeah, they are a Haas team, and a Haas team cannot go well against 80s definition of high flyers, where the fucking high cross body isn't considered a high flyer. Fuck Ricky Morton. Fuck Robert Gibson. You guys are old. Retire, please. Jesus Christ. I never thought I would have to keep saying for these old fuckers to retire. But I have to.
Yeah, so...
Ric Flair, retire.
He's
coming
okay?
back for one more match.
He did.
He's coming back.
Damn
for
it.
one. You know he's coming back for one more match. Against Dolph Ziggler. Right after Dolph Ziggler beats Goldberg.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler is going to have the Legend Killer gimmick, only it's the opposite, where he just gets fucking destroyed by legends.
The Legend Kill E. The match ended with a roll-up for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate the match?
I gave it a 45.
50.
Hey, Ray!
It happened
I
again.
also gave it a 50. It did. It did 2 times in one show. And when you said it was only going to happen once. Up next, we had Orange Cassidy versus R.D. Evans. The match ended with a roll-up. Gentlemen, how do you rate that match?
I gave it 69%.
I
also want to point out during that Orange Cassidy running the ropes at Mach speed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Holy shit, the match started again!
The Fast and the Furious movies suck.
Yeah, no. And the 5th one was the worst. Which I do agree. The 5th one sucked. Because that's when they decided to stop making it about cars and started making it about the crew. And the crew sucks.
I might have to censor this part out, so if Orange Cassidy ever hears this, we don't get attacked.
You know what? Orange juice sucks.
Hold your fucking tongue.
I prefer apple juice.
What an absolute mad lad.
I'm
sure sorry. That's a lie. I don't like apple juice.
No, he doesn't like
I
apple
like grape
juice.
juice.
He likes
I like
fucking
grape
White
juice.
Claw hard seltzer.
Woo! White Claw! Alright, 4 sunglasses.
Yeah, 4 pairs of sunglasses. Just
He broke a pair of sunglasses. Orange Cassidy pulled out another pair. He broke that pair. Pulled out a pair out of Bryce Remsburg's pocket. There was Bryce didn't know they were there. And then he reaches into R.D. Evans' sash and pulls out a final pair of sunglasses. R.D. didn't know it was there. Orange Cassidy's some kind of fucking misdirection magician.
Yeah, see, he has, I forgot what it's called, but he can conjure up items at will, and I don't know why he doesn't use it more.
What was the triple noggin knocker? Because I have down a triple noggin knocker.
Yes. There's a spot where they all started poking each other in the eyes. They all got their eyes poked. And then, while blind, they stumbled into the center of the ring and all hit their heads, knocking each other out.
The triple noggin knocker. Okay.
Yes.
I
have on
this
here-
was a tribute to Bill Goldberg.
That, Orange Cassidy went and got a mouthful of that good old Orenthal James Simpson and spit it in R.D. Evans' face.
Before that, Orange Cassidy hit a Superman punch.
I mean,
Wow.
he hits a Superman punch in every match.
I
He's
know,
Roman
but it
Reigns
just
at
always
this point.
surprises me because I never expect it.
Another small package for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, what do you rate this match? Finally.
69, again.
69 again.
Wow. I also did that.
Okay.
So 2 matches in a row, we all gave it a 69 rating.
Yeah.
Ding, ding,
Shows
ding,
you the
ding,
power.
Ding. 69.
There's no need to ring the bell. It's a main match.
Come on, Ray, get with the program.
Up next, we had the filthy one, Tom Lawler, and his bitch taking on Nick Gage and his nerd.
The first note I have in this match is I hope Brian Alvarez dies.
Oh my god.
The first note I had in this match was Nerder Death Kill.
Yeah, Nerder Death
yes.
Kill.
This was a battle of 2 of the best team names I've ever heard. Fucking Nerder Death Kill and the Ovaltine no, never mind. Well, yeah, the
Brian Alvarez is just called the Ovaltine Dream.
the Ovaltine.
It's a stupid name.
Oh,
But then again, I just hate Brian Alvarez.
Yes.
No, that was Santel's nickname. They were the Chop and Roll Express. Yes, Nerder Death Kill and the Chop and Roll Express. Yes, the Ovaltine Dream was Santel's nickname.
Great nickname. Phenomenal nickname.
Yes, the best.
There's an assisted choke breaker. And then there was finally a choke breaker onto Brian Alvarez for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, I don't really want to talk about this match because it has Brian Alvarez. What do you rate this match?
Give it an 81.
75.
77. Once again, split in the middle.
NDK all gosh darn day.
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen. And uncles. Let me tell you.
Not aunts? Not aunts?
I've never wanted someone to watch a match more than I've wanted people to watch Chris Dickinson versus Daisuke Sekimoto. I have been waiting for that match for 2 months. since they first announced it at the Lethal Lottery. Chris Dickinson has been on a roll since Lethal Lottery. Daisuke Sekimoto is one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers to ever wrestle. Funny story on why I started liking him. I had a company in Extreme Pro or Extreme Wrestling Revolution Revenge or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever. It's a booking simulator. So I signed Meiko Satomura and Daisuke Sekimoto to part-time deals. Now, what I didn't realize was I forgot their names. So I put Daisuke Sekimoto in a match with 3 different women, and he beat the shit out of all of them. So that's why I like Daisuke Sekimoto so much. Is because of my own incompetence, I had him beat the shit out of 3 small women.
Truly a gamer moment.
This is a real gamer moment, boys. This is the exact type of Haas match you need. This was a classic Kings Road style match where they were feeling each other out, they were doing small strikes, they were trying to find each other's weaknesses before just fucking exploding at the end and just completely engrossing me. My mom got into it, my stepdad got into it, everybody who was watching that fucking card got into it because that match was without a doubt not only one of the best matches of the night, but a match Hall of Fame contender. Gentlemen,
I couldn't put it better. This match was awesome.
I agree 100%. I don't think I could add anything that you haven't already said.
Match ends with Chris Dickinson giving the grossest mixture of a Gonzo bomb and a Pazuzu bomb I have ever seen for the 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, I think we can all agree 100%.
100%.
Exactly, yes, 100%.
Without a doubt, match Hall of Fame contender. God! That's why I didn't like the Shane Mercer match as much. Because that match was so impossible to follow.
Yes.
So let's talk about the match that followed it.
No. Because they did it perfectly. They did this event perfectly because they had another one of those 20-minute intermissions after that match.
Yes, because if there wasn't an intermission between that match and this next match, I don't think I would have cared as much about this next match that I did. And honestly, this next match
I didn't care that much about the next match.
Oh. I quite enjoyed this next match.
I shit you not.
Women hitting other women? Where's the giant man to kill them?
Yeah, where's Daisuke Sekimoto? Bring him back out here! Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna lie to you. For 20 minutes, Cactus and I just talked about Daisuke Sekimoto and Chris Dickinson. I cannot tell you enough how much I loved that match. Up next, Chris Statlander took on Kim Burley.
It's Kimber Lee.
I don't give a fuck how she pronounces it. It's stupid.
Yes. Ray, please say your joke.
Oh, so one of them is billed from the Andromeda Galaxy and one of them is billed from Seattle. So they're both not from Earth. Fuck Seattle.
There we go.
So
could I just add a fuck Russell Wilson?
I like Russell Wilson.
Yeah, fuck Russell Wilson.
I just hate
fuck Russell Westbrook.
Hate the...
Oh.
Ooh.
And the Supersonics were never a good team.
Ooh.
So, I guess since both of you didn't really care about this match, I'll be the one to talk about it. There was blood early on, and I liked that. It really set the tone that this was going to be like an intense match. It was a grudge match, essentially. And you don't often really see that with women a lot, like blood. And the shots in this match were stiff as fuck. They were out there just smacking the shit out of each other. There was a spot where Kimberly powerbombed Chris Statlander against the support beam of the cage, and she caught the entire fucking beam. It was a loud ass thud. It looked sick. I love this match. They just went to war with each other, and honestly, it's probably one of my favorite female matches of the year so far.
I'm not going to take that away from you. Looking back on it, I think you're right. As far as women's matches are concerned, that might have been the best I have ever seen. But I still don't I'm still not... Something about it just didn't click with me. I think it was because I just kept comparing it to the last match.
And that's the thing I have. Okay, I feel like obviously, women's wrestling and men's wrestling, they can be compared on certain levels. But sometimes, like, the talent gap is just a little too big. So you're gonna get a men's match that just blows a women's match out of the water. But that doesn't mean that the women's match wasn't good, because on its own scale, that match was match of the year quality for me. It just so happened that it wasn't as good as the match prior to, which was two men. They were both match of the year for me, but in two separate ways.
I think my personal problem with this match, which I still rate it relatively high. It's not like I rated it super down. But the way you feel about multi-man matches, I feel about cage matches. I just don't like cage matches.
But see, this was a good cage match.
Like, it was. That's why I rated it relatively high.
It used the cage match correctly. It wasn't a WWE cage match where they don't use the cage at all except for, like, the fucking finish. You know? And it's like... Yeah. Looking at my rating, I definitely should not have given it what I did. So I'm going to wait for you guys to give your ratings, and then I'm going to kind of adjust my rating based on that. My original rating was a 76.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
But I looking back on it, there is not a single reason why I should have given it that. The last 3 matches at Americanrana were some of the best matches I've ever seen.
Oh, yes, all 3 of them easily could be match of the year.
Beyond Wrestling is the future of professional wrestling.
Yeah. But the thing is, with cage matches, it's not just like, oh, it's a great cage match. It's about, it's really hard for a production team to show the action in a way that's not a fucking eyesore.
Yeah, and props to the Beyond team. A lot of the shots were really good. There wasn't a ton of, like, oh, we have a shot from outside of the cage, making it very hard to see. A lot of the camera work was really good given what they had to work with.
Yeah, but just like I said, I'm just not a huge fan of cage matches. That kind of brought it down a little bit for me.
Yeah.
But still, Statlander won with a 450 splash for the 1-2-3.
Former Independent Wrestling TV champion, Chris Statlander.
I gave it an 86%.
I gave this match a 95. Because, like I said, I truly do believe that this is a match of the year quality match, in my opinion.
I'll just throw down an 84. Because I'm not going to go that far to call it a match of the year. Because I don't grade women's matches differently than men's. I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying I don't. And as far as a match was concerned, although it was a good match, it did not set itself apart from either, or from really any of the matches that happened earlier. It just was. I'm sure if I watched the Uncharted Territory, I would have cared more. Because I kind of needed a story behind it. It was just 2 women just going out there and beating the shit out of each other. While sometimes it works for men, Chris Dickinson had 2 months of story behind it, which is why that match was so good to me. You know, David Starr and Joey Janela had a 1.5 years of story to work with. I don't know the story behind Chris Statlander and Kimberly. So I don't know why these two hate each other so much. You know? Why they would need a cage match to where they just fucking bleed instantly and a lot for it.
It makes sense, and that's no shot upon you. You weren't invested from the beginning, therefore you wouldn't be as invested for the match. It ultimately comes down to what you want to like, and you liked what you wanted to like. Everyone is entitled to that. So you shouldn't feel bad about rating it lower than anyone else. It's ultimately comes down to what you enjoyed. You weren't as invested, and that's perfectly fine.
Speaking of investing, before we get to the main event, Beyond Wrestling decided to announce that we are getting a 2nd season of Uncharted Territory. One of the riskiest moves an indie company has ever done. Weekly live programming. Just absolutely insane to think about. You know? That a company that doesn't have anybody signed to a contract, can get people in and week out to wrestle for them on a 2-hour show. Well, in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, the Sports Entertainment Experience decided to make a building where they are permanently going to have Uncharted Territory and a new show on Tuesdays, both live on Independent Wrestling TV, both coming from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and both for the fans. Beyond Wrestling is a show that puts the fans first. And that's something that not a lot of companies do. They don't do it for the profit. They do it for us. And after watching Americanrana, it shows.
Indeed. I'm glad Beyond Wrestling is succeeding.
Definitely. Yeah, it's good to see any wrestling succeeding. We all love wrestling, and the more companies succeed, the more product we have to enjoy.
Can I just go off on a little tangent real quick?
We all love wrestling. What a good joke. Yeah, proceed.
This is an open letter to anybody who wants the WWE to fail. You're a fucking idiot. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are a fucking moron. If you want the worldwide leader in this particular sport to fail. If you want AEW to succeed, that's fine. If you want independent wrestling to succeed, that's fine. If you want Defiant to come back and have a lackluster show, that's fine. But at the end of the day, the more you want WWE to fail, the more the industry dies. The industry has not been the same since the 90s, since WWE has kind of fucked over everything with competition. Okay? Wanting that to happen more, you lose your guys like Kenny Omega. You lose your guys like the Young Bucks. You lose your guys like Cody Rhodes. When the industry leader goes down, everything goes down. If WWE dies, and this is an opinion Cactus and I have been talking about for a very long time, if the WWE dies, we will see a nuclear explosion upon the American wrestling scene that has never been seen before. Pro wrestling in the West, more specifically North America, will die without WWE. And you can say anything. You can say, oh, but AEW this, AEW that. AEW doesn't bring in a casual audience. AEW is nothing but a bunch of smarks who love huffing their own shit, playing buddy-buddy with each other and winking at the camera. AEW is a good passion project. AEW is a very good product. But there is no fucking way in hell that that company is going to lead us into the future of professional wrestling. There's no way that company is going to become the #1 wrestling company in America. There's no way that company is going to save American professional wrestling. WWE brings in a level of casual audiences that isn't really seen before because they play to a casual audience. I get it. A lot of wrestling fans aren't very happy of this whole nostalgia trip of keep bringing out The Undertaker, of keep bringing out Goldberg, of keep bringing out Brock Lesnar. But it works. The company has been able to stay afloat and been able to make a profit through legitimate cuts in their business to keep going all these years. The company has not survived as long as it has because it's listened to a bunch of fucking morons sitting behind a computer thinking they know what wrestling is. You don't. Okay? And guess what? You watch the fucking shit anyway. So what the fuck are you continuing to complain about? You sit there and you complain about a product that you just watch every week. What's the point in that? Stop watching it. That'll make people change their minds. Fox is getting SmackDown. Pro wrestling, as of right now, is probably the biggest it's been in a very long time. And we're completely removed from the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era was fun for the time, but the world has changed. We're sensitive now. We care about what people say. The Attitude Era can never come back. So now we're in the athletic era of professional wrestling, where athletes are the biggest stars, which is a detriment to characters, and it doesn't really get us invested in the matches. but they consistently go out and they have good to great matches. It's been a very long time. We're a long cry away from the Divas era of women's wrestling. Women's wrestling has excelled thanks to WWE. You can give your credit to Impact all you want, but how many people were watching Impact? How many people are watching this or that? WWE has billions of fans around the world. And just because ratings in America are bad, what about the rest of the world? What about India? You know, what about Brazil? What about countries that love the product through and through? Just because we don't like it doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't. That's really my tangent.
I feel personally attacked by the if you hate the product so much, why you still watch it thing, but other than that, yeah.
It's true. Why subject yourself to that week after week? If you hate it so much, stop.
Because people like my screenshots.
Look, I get it. People like our stuff. People like our your screenshots when you do that. But there comes to be a point to where you either stop complaining about it or just stop watching it. That's a very terrible hot take.
That is a terrible hot take. Please.
What you need to do is you need to understand something. This company's not going away. So we need to learn how to give constructive criticism. Not while WWE Chairman Vince McMahon is giving a tribute to Harley Race, saying AEW is the new king. You fucking inbred!
I had a feeling that was gonna get brought up.
I didn't even know that happened.
That fucking happened! That is a legitimate comment somebody decided to say. Harley Race, a tribute to one of the greatest of all fucking time, and someone decided to say AEW's the new king. They're gonna put you out of business. Fuck you!
God, that is such a fucking shit move to do.
It goes to show you that we are the worst fan base in the world. There is no fan base worse than us.
Yeah.
There isn't. Because except K-pop. But I'll say this.
I don't think you
Here's-
should have said that.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck K-pop.
The K-pop fans
more
are
like
scary.
K-poop. More like K-poop.
And now back to your regularly scheduled programming, everyone.
The person who I ran it on last week is in a match. Joey Janela taking on David Starr.
I might have to censor some of that out.
You're gonna censor out the part about the dog?
Yeah, probably.
Probably the part about the dog.
Okay. You know that happens, right? I'm sorry. I felt very strongly about that.
All right, let's get this over with,
Yeah.
boys. I don't want to hit the 2-hour mark, and this is a long match.
Do you think we're gonna talk about this for 20 minutes, Ray? You goddamn psychopath.
Yes. Because there was a
Okay.
chair misdirection. That straight jacket German suplex onto the chairs. That scorpion crosslock. Death by kendo stick.
Oh, God.
It's a door!
Them stabbing each other with the fucking kendo sticks? I can do without stabbing spots, okay? I've had
I love stabbing
I've
spots.
had enough stabbing spots in this past week to last me the rest of my fucking life.
I'm a big fan of Randy Orton putting his finger into ear holes.
Oh, yeah? And so what about screwdrivers?
Ooh, definitely. Hope it gives him a little twist.
Ah, yes.
There was a superplex into a package pile driver for a 2 count.
Oh, that kind of bugged me. I was not a fan of that.
Same.
That should have been a pin, not Joey Janela having to get up and then hit him with a second package pile driver for the pin. It should have been enough after the first one.
There was a brain buster through the doors.
Oh yeah, where David Starr falls on top of Joey Janela and the ref doesn't count. That should have been a fall.
Yeah, the ref is the biggest problem in this match. What was his name? Kevin Klein?
I don't fucking
Kevin
know.
Quinn.
I don't-
Kevin Quinn.
I don't
Fuck
fucking
Kevin
care.
Quinn.
Yeah, fuck the ref.
Chain link death as they brought out the
Oh.
chair and superplexed from the fucking ladder to the fence.
Yes, and we had the commentary team calling out the superhuman elbow, which we almost got. I was very hyped to have a superhuman reference, and I'm excited hearing that he should be on one of the upcoming GCW shows, because I love me some superhuman. Fuck this shit.
I'm not excited for that show. Because
you
it's
skip
goodbye
over-
to Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt, and Joey Janela. Which, by the way, fuck AEW.
Fuck AEW. Did you skip over the chair crossface on the star that the ref refused to take the tap out for because even though this is no holds barred, it's not false count anywhere.
His foot was in the ropes.
That doesn't
Yeah,
stop
that
it.
was the problem.
It's no
That
holds
was
barred.
annoying.
You can't.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, the ref brought this match down because of shit like that. Because he took the fucking whatever out of David Starr's hand. You know? He got himself involved in the match in a way that didn't elevate the match, but made it worse.
Yeah, by far. Like, the ref just really took a lot away from the match.
There was a steel chair to the ladder to the dick.
Oh yeah, he
Uh,
used the
I
chair
read
like a golf club and whacked the ladder into his balls.
I got a kill Kevin Quinn in my notes. There was a trash can power bomb.
Oh yeah, the triple galvanized steel trash can.
Yep. And so through all this chaotic mess, through all of this bullshit, it ends in the most indie way possible, a super kick. For the 1, 2, 3, Joey Janela wins 5-4. Gentlemen, what do you rate the match?
I gave it a 95.
I gave it a 97.
I'm not splitting the middle, boys. I gave it a 99. It was 1% off from being another Hall of Fame match for me.
On the same
Yes,
card
it-
as another one. Oh my lord.
It was one EC3 away.
It was one non-fucking involved ref away from a match Hall of Fame.
Yes, honestly, the ref is the reason this isn't a Hall of Fame match.
Yeah,
Because it
100%.
was so bullshit.
Yeah.
There were 2 falls that could have happened. David Starr pulled out that weapon in a no holds barred match. You're gonna
3 falls.
You're gonna bar a weapon? Are you stupid?
Yeah. Like, it was ridiculous. The ref just really did take away from this match.
Well, I couldn't give it anything less than a 99.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
great match.
They killed themselves. That was a phenomenal match. And as I close the book on today's notes, what's the cool rating?
The cool rating is Kurt Hennig, but spelled with a K, because it was very close to perfect.
That's a really good rating.
That is. Yeah, that's a once in a lifetime rating right there. Yeah. So how'd you enjoy the week in wrestling, boys?
It was interesting to say the least. I crammed most of these shows into a day and a half of watching, which I probably shouldn't do again, but I probably will, because I'm horrible with time management. But I would highly recommend everyone who's listening to this, if you have not seen Americanrana, please, for the love of God, watch it. What are you doing? Go watch this show. It is amazing.
I mean, as the cool rating suggested, this was a near close to perfect event. Even with the Chuck O'Neal match. Even with the fucking Rock and
the
Roll
Blade
Express match.
Yeah.
This card made up for it in so many ways. I'm so excited to see what Beyond Wrestling does next.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. Maybe event of the year.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. up
Definitely on there. At least.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anybody have any closing statements?
Happy Clown Week.
Happy Clown Weekend. The University of Florida is going to lose to Miami in their Week 0 game. Go Canes.
I saw a shirt that they're advertising on Facebook. I got one of those suggested ads, and it's the Law and Order thing, but it says Law and Order Seltzer Victim Unit.
Mm-mm-mm.